Hello, good evening. Welcome, Steve, Peter, thank you for being here. Right, so we're going to have a little look at this, starting off with the Dougie account, mainly going to be APOC, and then on to the SYB account, which is mainly going to be Thor. So let's get straight in. I'm not going to qualify unless something miraculous happens at the start that changes my mind. Bag 4, Dougie, hole 1. Ramesh, welcome. Thank you for being here. Yeah, this time, little change to my preparation. I've got all my notes written down for experts, and then I've got 2 accounts at the bottom, and I've drawn a little table with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 going across the top, and then the bag that I'll be using for each of the holes for each of the accounts. So I don't need to fanny around, and I've got all the clubs set up. I'm probably not going to do any grinding during this tournament, so they're not going to change. And I feel quite pleased with that. Bit geeky, but anything to save a few seconds. So that is the plan anyway. So please do tell me what you've been doing, how you've been getting on. Have you just had a look today, or are you qualifying? Oh, you don't want to hit that rough. You do not want to hit that rough. So am I even set up? Kind of. See, I think the Thors might actually be a better club for this anyway. Looks like you can probably max that. I'm going to mostly max that. I'm not going to max it because I can move the target forward a little bit. I think that's the good angle. And that looks lovely. Nice, Pete. That is absolutely fantastic. From what I've seen, which is basically just Kyle's Desert Mirage stream earlier on, and Tommy, it looks like it's going to be a very tough Masters tournament. So 13 looks absolutely phenomenal. What did you think of the expert setup? It looked quite favourable. Tommy kept saying through his stream that he's shocked how much easier expert is than pro. Right, so come on. Oh, no. Okay, I am going to play this as something approaching a max ring adjustment. Guide slightly offset there. Maybe that's too much, but we'll find out. That's why we're playing this, isn't it? Let's have a look at you then. Not enough. Not enough. So, nice pace. Possibly could go a little bit more backspin, but good. What I'll tend to do is play through, and then I'll just watch them through, and then I'll update my notes with the yardage and the length of the clubs, etc., and what spin I used, what position I ended up in, anything that's going to inform a better decision. This is why this tournament is so different, because you're only going to get a fraction of the opportunities to play the holes. So this is an open field as it could possibly get. You're only playing 9 holes, so anyone could string it together, and you're not all getting a good look, so there'll be a lot, everyone will be a bit greener. Hey Zam, thanks for being here, man. Oh, that is a shame for our opponent there. Okay, hole 2 says bag 1. Oh yeah, it's the old classic. This must be one of my most played par 3s. So I'm going to play my QB 1-to-1, which is like a mid-distance plus 10%, so there's just no point in plugging it in. And yeah, from the minimum position, try a couple of backspin, maybe even a bit less, just a smidgen less, just a hair less there. Didn't like that it was coming down straight at the pin. Oh, for fuck's sake. So a great left is totally taking us out of the shot, but we can still see how it comes in. That's a nice height, actually. Has it taken us out? Yes, it has, but perfect would have come in lovely. So I'm going to stick to that, like 1 3/4 backspin, full right, no curl, start off in the middle of the fairway from the minimum line and adjust 1-to-1. So that's very easy to understand. There's going to be plenty of drops on that. Don't be scared of going up that hill if you want it to come down nice. Cut the corner, come in short every time. T-Bone, welcome. Thanks for the good luck. I think any pars in either round, Steve, your tie break in this format is going to be so important. Every eagle and or bonus drop that you get, whether it's hole in one or a par 4 eagle, then it's going to benefit you in the weekend round. Your tiebreaker. I mean, like, how many people are going to have the same score come Saturday? Like at the top end, like it could be, 15, 20 people on the same score, realistically speaking, and being at the top of that tiebreaker is going to mean plenty extra prizes. Bobby, welcome. Thanks for being here, man. Well, thank you all for being here. Double figures, amazing. It's great to have you in here at the start of this mini tournament week. It is extremely exciting. I can't wait to get in it. I love these holes, and I think it's going to be very, very different. Shit, why am I birdieing these holes? Why am I birdieing these holes? Right, okay. I suppose I know I'm not really in danger of qualifying, so it doesn't actually matter playing them through. So, on this account, I want to have a look at the APOC with a Titan. And that is, according to the notes, bag 3. With a Guardian as the second shot. But on my other account, I'm probably going to use a special ball and have a look at what a gingerbread ball, which is a Wind 1 Power 4, See how far that can go. I've got some options on this account as well. I could even bust out one of those horrific turbo balls, power slice it down to the end, just because I'm never going to use those balls. You ever come across a ball so shit that you have no use for it? It's unfortunately one of those. But I'm going to go Titan and see how that looks. Season 6, thanks Arnold, and welcome. Welcome, thank you for being here. Karen, thank you very much. Well, these are just practice rounds. So far nothing remarkable has happened, though I think hole 2 would have been close if I hadn't have shanked it left. But a perfect ball could possibly have troubled the hole, but we'll never know because I shanked it left. Okay, hole 3. Hole 3, bag 3. Yes. Titan ball. Pete, when you did your practice round earlier, did you get any drops? Did anything remarkable happen? Did you have any thoughts about changing up what you practiced with to go a different way when you qualify tomorrow? Share some insight with us. David, welcome. Thanks very much for the good luck. Oh. That wind is tiny. Meh. Oh, okay. Okay, that looks more than 450. Oh, excellent. 470. So the Guardian's going to be absolutely fine. I did have my concerns about the Guardian being able to reach, but the Guardian is going to reach lovely, and I think it's probably the best chance of getting your Alba here is to go straight at the pin with backspin, clear the sand. Hole 6. I have Thor's max topspin, max overpower on my other account. APOC max topspin, little overpower on this account. So we'll see what that looks like. Why didn't I get this ready? Stupid boy. Now, I think that's going to be uphill, and we're not going to be at max. This could go terribly wrong, couldn't it? Oh man. Terrible. Massively under-adjusted and then shanked right. I can't hit a perfect ball. Yes, but I mean, there's no easy chip from the bunker, Arnold. There's makeable ones, but the last thing you want to be doing in this tournament, any of the short format tournaments, is putting yourself in a position where you could lose a shot. So if that is too risky, then go left, loads of backspin, and just curl it down. Not even curl it too much, just loads of backspin. The ball will just roll down the green, probably off the back to the fringe or the fairway. But that is perfect. You're just going to end up with a really easy short wedge from like here, where the camera is now. But yeah, this is a hole you have to eagle. Why am I getting the eagle there? I need. I do not want to accidentally qualify unless anything remarkable happens. All right. Well, last thing I expected when I was practicing was to be picking up chests. Right. Hole 4, APOC max over power. That isn't right, is it? No. Thor's hammer max. Right. 4 is bag 4. And we're back to Kingmakers. I don't know if any overpower is required. No overpower is required here. Right. Yeah, that's nice. That is nice. Oh, Kyle and his commentary. Sorry, I'm just trying to have a look what's going on in the chat now. Oh, APOC 2. Wow. Wow. Less than 1,000 games played, already in expert, and not for the first time. This guy must be a beast. Kyle has such a wonderful stream. Please, if any of you are unaware of Desert Mirage, Mirage is with a 1 instead of an I. Please check that boy out. Okay. I think that's too much backspin. Perfect ball. What are the chances of that? And not too bad either. That is going to be hard to adjust with a headwind like that. You know, the tendency on a shot like that is to put too much backspin on, and I imagine most people will be coming up short there. You really got to find a spot where you can just put like 1.5, 2 backspin on. That is a really strong wind. And that you don't want to over adjust, because over adjusting is going to affect your landing position. So unless you want to adjust the right amount of rings for where you want the ball guide, it's how you offset the ball guide that's going to mean this is droppable. I think I might. No, let's not quit. Oh, Tim, welcome. Sorry if I've missed anyone. I have not been looking at the chat for a little while. Peter, welcome. Thank you all for being here. Thank you everybody for being here. If I have missed you or missed any messages, please just post them again. I apologise. Sometimes I'll watch the stream back with the chat coming up and people are saying hello and good luck, and I am just being like the most ignorant bastard around. And I fail to acknowledge people or their good luck, and I apologise. It is so difficult to play this game and keep an eye on everything, so I have never meant to ignore any of you. Thank you for being here, but yeah, just tell me if I missed something. Alright, so 5 says QB. That's got to be bag 1. I'm going to go left. For me, this is one of those holes where if the wind's pointing right, you go left, and if the wind's pointing left, you go right. No point fighting the wind. Thor's Hammer is not the club for this hole. When this hole was on the old Tour 11, and Thor's Hammer was what I originally maxed Tour 11 with, and it had to be a great left every time just to get the ball on the angle, which he's done. It's just it can't be a better option than a QB or a rock or anything with a bit of curl. Raya, welcome. Thank you for being here. Right, so let's have that ball guide offset like. Let's take our fucking shot though, shall we? Perfect ball. No one to blame but myself. Oh, not offset anywhere near enough. That is a huge transfer of the ball between the first and second bounce, so I think you're going to have to need to make the ball guide look silly, or maybe I need to have a look where the landing position was. Maybe I just did a poor ring pull. Tim, when are you getting on and doing some stuff? And everyone else, this right here is a stream-friendly stream, so please tell everyone what you're doing, invite people to your stuff. There is no problem with advertising your own things here. We are a community of streamers, so please tell everyone what you're doing, when you're doing it. I want to hear about it as well. Hey Micah, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thanks for the good luck. Hoping to have expert done already. Sounds like time has got away. Alright, I'm going to have to think about... Yep. Yep. Oh, this is my first look at this hole, which is quite exciting. So, bag number 4. I was saying earlier, if you weren't here, apologies if you were, that I've added to my notes at the bottom with which bag I'm using for each hole for the 2 accounts that I'm playing in Expert, just to further the geeky notes. Save a few seconds at the start of the hole by having everything ready, knowing what I need to push in order to make it all flow a bit smoother. Oh, I thought he was going to use a basic ball then. That would have been so cool. Kyle's stream was very good earlier. Yes, well said, Michael. But I did think, though, on the par 3 that I just played, I thought with that straight wind, get a turkey ball on and do the island bounce with a rock or a Thor's hammer. I mean, even an Apox 7, you know, but you need something really accurate. But he didn't play it that way. And then the par 4, which I imagine is the 7th, they've given you a win there that means I think you can go for green. I haven't seen anyone do it, but that wind looked very favourable, I think. Yeah. No. Not enough curl. Nowhere near enough curl. That could have been a nice drive. I wonder if the best position might not be short and to the left of that fairway, and have a sniper in at the green. Has anyone got to a position where they can have a look at the straight at the pin through that gap with a sniper or any other wood? I think I might have been duped into going for a glory drive there when maybe a different, more tactile approach could have been the answer. Alright, so I don't think there looked to be a very good shot at the pin there. No. No. Right, so that's enough of that. That is enough of that. I'm not going to give my guy a free tap in though, so I'm just going to watch him play this out. There we go. All right, so hole 7, bag 4, that's what I'm on, and max top spin, max overpower. And then hopefully a Goliath. Come on. Need to start hitting perfect ball. Well, that might be a sniper. It will be a sniper. And it's going to be a in-between clubs jobby with this tailwind. This is poor. This is poor. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? Who else is doing well, Steve? Alright, so what the plan is here is to have the second bounce just before the fringe. And just tap it in. Fuck's sake, man. Awful. Awful. I can't hit perfect ball. Cannot hit perfect ball. Alright, we can rattle through now, we've forfeited. So, we have hole 8 QB straight to the green. That sounds like bag 1. Okay. Have any of you that have aced, that have finished playing around, have any of you aced any of the par 3s I'm QB for all 3 of the par 3s, which that seems like that doesn't happen very often. So another APOC 7. 2 in a row. A good Thor's Hammer here. It's only a 6 though, so I just think the oh, look at that. I just think the QB is a better option. As long as it's got enough backspin and length, then I think it's going to be fine. Perfect. No way. Can you even imagine I hit a perfect? Oh, that's not where I wanted it to land. And it's coming exactly as per the ball guide. So I think playing that at 10% over, and it was literally 10%, it was less than a ring. I think you can possibly play that just 1-to-1. I need to review that properly when I watch this over and over and over again. Right, so the final hole says to me Thor's Hammer or APOC. So, sorry, it's the notes for both of my accounts on one sheet. Max topspin, max overpower. With a cat or a big dog. Now, I'm going to have a look at this with the APOC, but I might end up using the cat on both. Sorry, the Thor's Hammer on both accounts. But let's see what it looks like first of all. Bag number 2 for the only time. Don't think it is a tailwind, Tim. I think it's a side wind. I haven't written the wind direction down in my notes, but I think it's a right to left side wind. It is not a right to left side wind. It is a left to right tailwind. Then I'm sure the answer to that question is absolutely. Absolutely. Right, but that is going to be... Oh no. Oh no, those trees are in play. Those trees are in play. Left spin, good shout as well. Good shout as well. Very good shout. Oh, I wish I could just take it again. I'd rather be out of bounds than in that tree. Damn. Oh. The last tournament when we could do this, was my wind a lot more tailwind than my man here. See, I didn't think it was a tailwind, and that looks a lot more sidewind than mine was. And that's with a power 4 ball right to the edge. But when we could power slice this hole during the last tournament, my APOC 5 it became my longest drive of the account. It was like 574 yards, right up next to the sand up there, somewhere here, sometimes in the sand. Well, that's shit. Great right. Did not want to be right there. Hey Sean, thanks for being here. I'm going straight into the SYB account, which I imagine will be another practice. So do stick around if well, you've got very little else to do in your afternoon or evening or morning, wherever you are. Oh, has he missed the rough? He's missed the rough. That's not what you want to miss the rough. Alright then, so can you like almost pretend that I didn't make an absolute Horlicks of the drive and somewhere in the vicinity of where I might potentially be if I don't make an absolute sham of it. Oh, I'm missing the rough as well. Right, so that's enough of that anyway. Let's get on to the other account. And I feel like this is going to be really hard. It is going to be really hard to win this. Oh, you fucking cunt. It never does that. And now it's just done that. That is so annoying. Now I've got to do all that again. In fact, let's not do that again. Yeah, absolutely, Tim. I think it's going to be, you know, there's going to be one or two different scores in the top tens, you'd imagine. Unless someone does something, like, absolutely miraculous. Especially how they've set up Masters, it is extremely difficult. Right, hole 1, bag 2. Now what's going on in this one? Again, I'll need to exit early without getting sucked into anything. 13 under, absolutely phenomenal. Picking up 4 there. Let's do it. Why did I push that button if I said let's do it at that time and then push the wrong button? Okay, right, bag number 2. Bag number 2, Kingmaker ball. This is unheard of, honestly. Wow. That is unheard of, being ready for the first hole before it loads. Yes, Michael, totally agree. Totally agree. Yeah, absolutely. I was saying that earlier, Tim. You know, being top of your tiebreaker is going to be the difference of 15 places in some different in some of the scores. So it is massively important that if you are wondering if you should give it another go tomorrow, then clearly your round needs to be thrown away. Especially if it is, you know, if you're doing anything like average or below and you want to be placing, then just come back tomorrow. So this is going to be a max overpower shot, I think. Or maybe just a little bit overpower. But I'm going to give this a little bit of juice. Ooh, you normally get away with a great ball here, but I don't think that APOC 4 topspin is really the answer to this hole. That's what you need. You need a bit of that. Yeah. Woo. That's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. Way too much curl there. I need to write no curl there. Why did I put so much curl on that? No curl is going straight onto the notes. Hey Leandro, welcome brother. Thank you for being here. Do you know what? I feel a bit foolish, Arnold, for not even investigating that. Is that possible with a Thor's hammer and a... What ball would you need for that? Can you do that with like a Titan or a Kingmaker? No way have I got a shot there. What the fuck? No way. That is insane. Did my... I feel like... I feel like I didn't notice that my ball guide had disappeared when I was staring right at that tree, but I still played the shot anyway. Oh. So, basically, don't end up there. That's what needs to happen. I'm not going to give this guy his eagle. He can tip it in, but... wow, that is hilarious. Sorry for screaming down your speakers, headphones. That was very funny to me. I watched the video a million times, Arnold. this is the base point for every adjustment that I'm going to make in the tournament from now on. What I've done, what I would have done differently from the same positions, you know. Which is why I would encourage all of you to record your rounds, without a doubt. Even if you don't stream them, but I encourage you to stream them as well, because there's a lot of lovely people out there that would love to watch you and support you. Now, last time on the other account, I think this would have dropped with a perfect ball. It certainly would have been extremely close, but I hit a great left. But the adjustment was lovely, just shy of 2 rings. It was about, oh, saying that, look, this is a much bigger wind. So, just shy of, I'm going to do it even a bit less still. Oh, but I've got no ball guide. I've got no ball guide, but trust me when I say, that's why I play this account second. So, start off in the minimum position, somewhere near the middle of the fairway, just shy of 2 back in, all the right spin. Now, adjusting 1 to 1, but I did a tiny little bit more there. Is this the hero angle? No, but close. And I did adjust a slight smidgen over, so maybe if I just followed my notes and adjusted it 1 to 1 instead of being some wise ass, then that could have been different. But it came in nice. We had a good look at that, so hopefully there's food for thought for you there. And now we've already forfeited. Now it really is going to be a case of rattling through once I've had enough of what I'm looking at. So hole bag number 2 and hole 3, Thor's max everything. I am going to have a look at a gingerbread ball here and see if it's too much, and then Guardian. So this might be a little bit too much club. Ugh, horrible shank left there. Yeah, that's the rough, is it? No. Good. So, nowhere near the edge there, so that's fantastic, because, in fact, I think that's a little bit less than I had before. So now I just need to make a proper adjustment, which I failed to do before. Sean, welcome. Thank you for being here. Sorry, I'm just having a flick back through the chat to see who's here. David, I don't remember welcoming you, David Carr, so apologies for that. Apologies if I've missed any of you. You're all very welcome. Thank you for being here. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Oh, look. So he's given his power 4 ball, power 5 ball. He's gone with a Zerk. A Zerk, too many beans. So make that in your notes. He obviously didn't like how far I got and thought, no, I must go further than the man. But look at this. This is... so we don't want that. Basically, this is going to be the most fortunate albatross in history. If anyone gets this, it's basically because they've just fluked it. It'd be like a crazy one bounce dunk kind of setup. Alan, welcome. Thank you for being here. Sorry, Tim, when you're saying about using the Rock 7, are you... oh, wait. Forgetting that I'm not playing properly, and I'm waiting for that guy to take a shot that I don't care about. Right, so hole 4 is bag 5. Oh, it's the only one I'm using the APOC on this account. And a Kingmaker. Why would you want to reverse hook the shot there, Alan? I think I've got more of those gingerbread balls than I have berserkers as well. So if I can get away with using a power 4 ball, then that's definitely going to be my my option there. This is going to be a max overpower shot, which is always scary, let's be honest. What you don't want to do here is go into that bunker. So I have put my Spitfire on this bag. It's the only hole I'm using this bag on. That's a beautiful shot. I'm saying nice shot to a replay. I know it's a replay because I thought I've hit that of all my things. It's good, eh? It's good. Really good. No, I want all of that topspin. Okay. And it's going to be all the curl as well. Should be fine with all that curl. Yeah. That's coming nice. So now it's going to be a minimum distance sniper with a really nasty headwind. This horrible offset headwind makes your backspin extremely important to make sure you don't go short. Tomorrow is going to be expert qualifying ×2 instead of expert practice, so fingers crossed I can hit a perfect ball tomorrow. This is going to be short. It's not short. Wow. Wow, that was 4 backspin as well. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Whoa, there. Alright, and then I'm going to give it like a normal adjustment, even though it's close to min. Maybe a smidgen under. Hit a great, of course. That's interesting. Alright, so Nice drive though, pleased with that. Pleased with that. The champ, who's the champ? You'll know the champ, obviously everyone here is from the 19th hole, or certainly most of you. Everyone who's not from the 19th hole is extremely welcome. Everyone from everywhere is welcome. Right, hole 5, bag 1. Oh yeah. Again, I really need to get used to how the differences are between the ball guides on this account, because this has only got the QB9 with the 4 ball guide, not the 4.5 ball guide. So a mistake I've made in the past is like overcompensating for the fact the ball guide just doesn't look like it does on my other account. Alright, so we're going here. Well, we're not going there at all, I can tell you, but we're going here. But we're not going to put all that backspin on. Obviously I can't see where the ball guide goes, but I'm going to allow here for some offset. Just shy of 9 rings there on the pull. No curl. No, that's terrible. But I'm also just glad to come in on this side of the hole. I don't want to keep doing the same thing. So, somewhere in between the 2 shots that I've done. And it's money! Alright. It's always nice when you rattle through your practice one. So, hole 6 is bag 4, and the notes say Thor's Hammer, max topspin, max overpower, sniper, kingmaker. I'm not going to deviate from the notes on the first playthrough. Alright. I don't know if this has got enough curl, having just seen what happened to my APOC 5 on Dougie. Now, I need to allow for the fact that the ball is going to land left of that target when I put curl on, but I don't want to go in the rough if I hit a great left. Not that it matters too much today, but I actually hit a perfect ball with an overpowered shot. And I've got the rough angle, and that's not rolling out of there. So, pretty much in the identical position to how I was on the Dougie account. This is a horrible Nirvana shot, because the ball just hasn't got time to stop with this wind. Well, Michael, like everyone else in here, I can't wait for Tim's content to land, so I can update my notes based on that. Yep, hopefully when you watch qualifying, if you manage to get to qualifying, or if you watch any of this stuff catching up, the next time you see a video, I'll be doing whatever Tim does in his content. He's my hero. This looks like a strange adjustment. I wonder if that was an intentional bump. Unlikely. Alright then, what does this look like? Ugh. Yeah, not so bad. Not so bad at all. Oh, that's what I wanted to have a look at. Has anyone done a drive that gets them into a position when they can have a look through those trees? I know I asked that already, but then I'm not looking at the chat, so I'm asking questions and then not looking at the answers. Apologies if you answered that and I ignored you. Alright, so hole 7 is bag 4, so no change on the bag. Thor's hammer, max topspin, max overpower, and then hopefully, now on this account it's going to be a B-52, but it still might be a sniper. Right, okay, good. The bag system is working a treat. I do like it when you put in a system and it works a treat. Now the other option, of course, here is to not give it all the beans. And set up a sniper. I think that's risky. I think that's potentially a dangerous move. I should just try and murder it up there and end up with a long iron. Oh, wouldn't an APOC 6 be lovely? But I've got a Thor 6, and that is lovely too. Maybe a little bit of curl here. Just, I mean, I don't need to go anywhere near that rough. Ah! That's gone nicely up there though. That's outdriven my APOC 5 quite considerably. I know it's a very common question as to does the extra topspin overtake the shortfall in the yardage, and on that showing on a sidewind it certainly looks like it does. Michael. Sorry if I've missed someone's achievements. I would be celebrating with you. I'm just trying to have a look at the game here. So well done, Michael. I haven't seen what you scored, but other people are congratulating you, so big up yourself. Alright, so we're going to have a long iron, and it's going to be 8.6 in the back of the head, and it's going to be uphill as well. So, perfect. Perfect. What I normally like to do here is like 1.5 in backspin. Second bounce just by the fringe. Straight in the hole. See what I say? Just see what I say? Just like that. Don't want to get greedy on the backspin. You don't want to get greedy on the line. Just tap it in. Just tap it in. Give it a little tappy. I think that's Ixnay on the Upid say there, David. You feel me? Huh? Wink, wink. Anywho, what we have here is hole number 8. And I thank you all for the nice shot. Sorry, I didn't, because it doesn't matter, you know, it's just like, oh yeah, whatever. But yeah, thank you. It was a nice shot, and I appreciate your support. Hole 8 says quarterback straight to the green. Now again, this is going to look funky as compared to the fully developed man of a quarterback, which has the full ball guide. Shit, I don't know if I'm missing any backspin here either. Am I missing backspin? Am I missing backspin between the QB9 and 10? Because if so, then I'm going to have to Thor's it. My man's Thor's in it anyway. Maybe I should just copy that. Oh no, Arnold, nothing fancy pants required there. Literally, like I say, just very little backspin, depending on the wind, and that probably should be 2 backspin because the wind is behind you. Yeah, just like usually 1.5 to 2 backspin, full right spin, second bounce has to be just by the fringe, and then nah, it's got everything, hasn't it? Everything you could ever need in a quarterback. It's full length, and no, but I over adjusted last time, so let's start that a little bit more over to the right, sorry, to the left, and then let's go just straight up, 1-on-1. Now you see that that landed on the fringe when I wanted it to land on the green, but not terrible anyway. Oh man, where's the Prez? Where's Jeffrey when you want him? This is his favourite song in the world. Alright, so bag 3, Thor's Hammer, max topspin, max overpower, cat, big dog. You know, this is a big dog account. And a Zerk. Oh, don't you just love rocking out all your toys? Oh man, Tim's middle name is I know the difference between QB9 and 10. This is a cheeky little ditty, isn't it? Man, are you super pumped? Because I am. Now, I think it's just going to be tight. It's not going to... I don't think that's going to... No! Oh, I'll tell you what, Thor's Hammer is just the right amount of power for that shot. Yeah, Tim, but look at this account, man. 1,400 games. The clubs are just not there. And, you know, like you say there, not that it needs the QB 10 on any of these par 3s, but my best options are a cat 3 or a big dog 6, or it might even be a big dog 7 now. You know, it's a tough old slog when your bag's not there. And I've got a fair few berserkers actually on this account, because I got a hole-in-one on a golden shot one time. Obviously I don't use them in tour play on this account. So yeah, I think for the sake of, well, practice round, opening round, weekend round, 3 berserkers. It's not like a normal weekend when you've got like 6 if you include a practice. Alright, I'm just going to play that as a max adjustment, I think. Yeah, it's already got the tailwind allowance in there. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. So, we'll never know because I use a big dog. So, that is really the end of the... Oh, I was going to say it's the end of the content. Oh, look, you can do a power slice here. Oh, you don't want all that topspin. Right, so I was going to say I could possibly take a free chest, but let's see how this turns out. Yeah, I'm going to be back on tomorrow to hopefully do some proper qualifying. It'd be amazing if you could join the party there. Just want to thank you all again for being here. It's been very, very enjoyable for me. I hope you've had a good time. The stream's all about having a nice time. Don't forget that. If you're not having a nice time, you need to tell me. Yeah, that's what happens if you put topspin on that shot. I am going to take this, or potentially free chest. I mean, I guess anyone can chip in out the rough. It would be a surprise, but oh yeah, look at that Endbringer 3 power, yo. Nice. Oh yes, well that's it. I just got it. Oh, I think I just got a message saying the stream went offline. So apologies if it's been a poor quality stream in the audio visual department as well as in the actual golf play. Thanks, Karen. Thank you all for being here. Like I say, it'll be similar time tomorrow, maybe a bit later because it's Friday night. And yeah, no bedtime on a Friday night. Do what I want. And then Saturday, I'll need to work something out with Kimmy about when is convenient and agreeable, and then I'll be doing the Saturday stuff as well. This will be the tournament when I stream Masters for the first time as well. So if that is your bag, if you're interested in that or know anyone who is interested in that, please join me for the Masters qualifying and hopefully Saturday round. I mean, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But it's happening. Masters is happening this tournament, and I'm really excited about it. So yeah, hopefully you can join me. Hopefully you can be part of this weekend, this new 9-hole cup format on this stream. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Very best of luck to you in your rounds, in your qualifying. If you're qualifying, if you're practicing, I hope you practice well. Let us know how you're getting on. Come back here, share with us, celebrate, commiserate, whatever is needed, and I will catch you on the next one.